Hi, my name is Rick Mercer, and this video is about the bookmark feature of the Library of Christ Mind Teachings. Bookmarks allow you to create a reference to text within a transcript or chapter in a teaching. You can optionally add a comment and associate the bookmark with one or more topics to simplify finding it later. Bookmarks allow you to quickly find portions of text you want to return to later, and they can be shared with others via Facebook, by email, or by directly sharing a link to the bookmark. Let's get started. So here we are at the home page or card catalog of the library. The library can be accessed at www.christmind.info. When I scroll the page, you can see the contents of the library. And to demonstrate bookmarks, I'm going to start off by choosing the Way of Mastery. So click that, and the Way of Mastery homepage is displayed. Now, the first thing that I would like to mention about the bookmarks is that it's possible to create bookmarks if you're logged into your user account or if you're not. If you're logged in, you have benefits over not being logged in. For one, you can share the bookmarks. And two, bookmarks you created are synced between different devices you use. So if you use a desktop computer and also an iPad or an iPhone or some tablet, they'll be synced between those things. So the first indication whether you're signed in or not, you can see up here at the sign in menu option and also at the show bookmarks menu option. They're both red. That indicates that you are not signed in, or in this case, I am not signed in. Okay, so let's just bear that in mind. Now I'm going to create the first bookmark with the Way of Mastery, so I'll click that image, and that brings up a table of contents. So let me choose Lesson 1 from the Way of Mastery. Okay, now first of all, I'll demonstrate creating a bookmark when you're not signed in. I'll do that by coming down here and highlighting the first sentence and the second paragraph. You can see in the upper right-hand corner, it says you are not signed in. Bookmarks created when you're not signed in cannot be shared. So the solution is to cancel this, sign in, and start over. So that's what I'm going to do because I'd like to be able to share the bookmarks I create. So I'll come up here, click this button, and the dialog box hopefully will come up. There we go. Okay, here, if you don't have an account yet, come over here, press the Sign Up tab, put your name, email, and password, or choose Continue with Google to create an account. Then when you've got the account, you can just sign up by entering your password, which mine is already here. Your email address. And now I'll enter the password and log in. Okay, I'm logged in. Close that. And now you can see that the menu options that we're for are now both green. There are two ways to make bookmarks. The first way is to select text. And when you make a selection, you must keep your selection within a given paragraph. So if you try to select between paragraphs, you'll get an error and it won't let you create the bookmark. It says, please limit selected text to a single paragraph. Okay, we can do that. So what I'll do is I'll select the first sentence of this paragraph, and the bookmark definition dialog will display. Now here's where I can associate a comment to the selected text and one or more topics. Topics are useful in categorizing bookmarks and making it easier to find them in the future. So I'm going to create a topic. I'll select a topic here, but there are no topics available, and that's because I haven't created any yet. So the way you create topics is down here in this input box. Just select, just enter a topic that you'd like, Joshua. You can create multiple topics at one time by separating them with commas. In this case, I won't do that. And I'll enter a comment here. Let's see, how about a great example? of Jeshua's teaching. Okay, so that's all I need to do. Let me tell you about this. It is possible, even though you can't select text across paragraphs, it is possible to create bookmarks containing multiple paragraphs just by modifying this value here. I can put P3 in there, and that will say that the bookmark starts in P2, as you can see right here, and it goes to P3, or I could put in another number there as well. Okay, press submit to create the bookmark or cancel to back out. And the other options here, share and delete, we'll talk about those later. These options are not available at this point because we don't have a bookmark yet. We've got to create the bookmark by pressing submit first, and then they'll become available. Okay, so I push submit, and the bookmark has been created. Now when I hover my cursor over the highlighted text, I can get a summary of the bookmark. And it says this bookmark ranges from P2 to P3, and it includes the comment and also the topic, Jeshua. Okay, now the other way to create a bookmark is where you don't select any text at all. So let's take this paragraph as an example. When I click on the paragraph identifier, P13 in this case, it will select the whole paragraph as part of the bookmark. So let's just say here, let me create another topic. I'm going to call it forgiveness. Now, you don't have to worry about capitalization or anything like that. Your topics will be automatically capitalized. And this is an example of a note style bookmark. Okay, and I'll go ahead and submit that to create that. Now it's a little bit more difficult to see where we've got note style bookmarks because there's no selected text. The way you see it here is that for each note style bookmark, there's a little red asterisk placed next to the paragraph identifier. Once you've created bookmarks, you may want to change them or even delete them. And I'll show you how to do that. Scroll up here. And whenever you can hover your mouse over the created bookmark, and if you want to edit that, just click on the highlighted text, and then the bookmark definition dialog comes up again. You can add or subtract topics here. There's a forgiveness that we added in the last one. I'll add that one to this one just as an example. And when I press submit, then that will have been modified. Now we can also share or delete a bookmark. Once it's been created, you can delete it. So I'll go like, oh, I don't really want this one, so delete that and get rid of it. And the share one I'll talk about in just a little bit. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to cancel this because the change that I've made, it's already been applied. Now when I hover my cursor over the highlighted text again, you can see the modification as is reflected. You can see the forgiveness topic has been added. Okay, and the same method goes for note style bookmarks, wherever that one is. Here it is. Just click on the paragraph identifier, and we'll just add a topic of Jeshua as an example and submit that. And that's all you need to do in order to modify bookmarks. So now let's talk about viewing bookmarks that have been created. The way to do that is to go up here to the menu bar and press the Show Bookmarks option, or you can go to the home page of a particular teaching and you can also access it from there. One thing to make mention here is that the bookmarks that you create are specific to the particular teaching. So for example, we've made bookmarks for the Way of Mastery. If I go over here to A Course in Miracles and let that page load, okay, and I click on Show Bookmarks, I'm going to see that I don't have any bookmarks created because I haven't created any for A Course in Miracles. I've just created them for the Way of Mastery. So make sure you pay attention to that. Now let's go back to the way of mastery. And I'll press on Show Bookmarks. And here we've got a listing of our bookmarks. Now in the meantime, I've created several bookmarks just to demonstrate this a little bit more clearly. First of all, bookmarks are displayed by book, and they're displayed in a compressed format so it's easier to read. So for instance, I can open up the Jeshua letters where there's 3 bookmarks created. You can see that in chapter 3 there's 2 bookmarks, and in chapter 4 there's 1. And the information about the bookmark is displayed here. There's a topic of desire and the comment that's been made. Here, topics of Jeshua and fear and the comment that was made, and so forth. We'll close that one. We can see that in the early years there are 4. Blessing of forgiveness, choose to see, gracious reality are the books that contain bookmarks. Okay, so in order to jump quickly to a bookmark, you find the bookmark that you're interested in, or maybe you start from the beginning, but I'll start with choose to see. Just click on the link here, paragraph P23. That will load the page, scroll the bookmark into view, and display the bookmark navigator. Now here, this bookmark is a note style bookmark, so there's nothing highlighted in it, but you can see the red asterisk to indicate that this is the bookmark. Bookmark navigator is used to move quickly between bookmarks. You can see there's a previous page link here and a next page link. Previous will take you to the previous bookmark, and the next page will of course take you to the next bookmark on the next page. Now, if there are multiple bookmarks within a specific page, then you can move between those by going to previous or next. And the current one will always take you to the current bookmark. So that's useful if you've come to look at a bookmark and you've read some and you've scrolled a bit and you're not sure where that bookmark is. You just press current and you go back and there it is. So let's go to the next page, see what this does. That will load the page with the next bookmark, not the next page, but the page with the next bookmark. Scroll the bookmark into view. In this way you can jump quickly between the bookmarks you've defined. Okay, let's close this, and I want to show you one other thing about the bookmark list. When you come up here, say Show Bookmarks. Let's say you have a lot of bookmarks, and you're not interested in trying to navigate through all of them, and you want to filter it. So you can filter just specific bookmarks. Okay, so up here you can filter by topic. So if you click on here, the topics used by all the bookmarks that have been defined are listed here. So you can choose one or more of these topics for the ones that you want to take a look at. So to demonstrate that, let's take a look at all bookmarks that have a topic of axiom. So choose that and then press the filter button. So that'll filter these bookmarks. So only the ones that contain the topic axiom will be displayed. Well, you can see this display here has changed a little bit. The Jeshua letters, it has 3 bookmarks, but all of them have been filtered out. There are none with the topic axiom. Same for the early years. Way of the Heart has 6, and the other 2 have 0. So only the Way of the Heart has bookmarks with the topic of axiom. Let's take a look at those by opening that up. So we can choose the first one. And now we can see that this is, this bookmark is Axiom 1. Then we can move quickly between all of the bookmarks that have been defined that have the topic axiom. Very handy. So here's Axiom, first axiom. And now up here, paragraph 75. First axiom stated again, it says. And go to the next page. And so forth. Okay, let's close this. Now let's go back to bookmark list. Now when you've filtered bookmarks, the filter is going to stay active until you change it. So the quickest way to do that is just to press reset. That'll remove the filter and make all of the bookmarks that have been defined available. You can also apply a filter on a page-by-page basis. Let me close this and come up here and notice that the filter option is available here. You can filter by topic. So let's just say, first of all, let's take a look at the topics used here. This one has projection, and this one has both axiom and projection. So let's say we want to see bookmarks that only have axiom. So we can come up here and come here to page topic list and choose the topic that we want to see. So I'll choose axiom, and then that will cause the bookmark above to disappear because it doesn't have a topic of axiom. Now we can clear that by coming to page topic list and click clear filter. Okay, that'll bring it back. Now this page topic list, this will be a list of all topics used by bookmarks on this page. So whichever ones are available, you can choose to see only the bookmarks with that particular topic. In this case, you can choose only one topic for filtering. Let's say you don't want to see any of the bookmarks on the page. You can just turn that off, turn the highlights off by pressing this, hide highlighted text. It'll get rid of them all. Come back here when you want to see them, show highlighted text. And that's about all there is with bookmarks. There's one thing that I didn't show you yet, and that's sharing of bookmarks. But I think I'll leave that to the next video. Okay, thank you, and I hope you enjoy using bookmarks.